What's up, Aries? Okay, here we go with the readings for June the 10th to the 16th. A whole week. We'll take a look in the tarot and see what comes up in our 3-card spread. And I'll do some more cards as we go along the way to find out some more meaning. Okay, so, let's have 3 cards, please, for the sign of Aries for June the 10th to the 16th, 2019. And here we go. Right, okay. First card, 7 of Wands. Here we go. Now, the Wands, we're looking at fire sign energy here, okay? So that's kind of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, really are the fire signs. And these cards apply themselves so differently to every different person who has a reading, reads them for themselves, or watches a reading like this. It's just, a matter of kind of getting things done, really, when the Wands come out. The suit of Wands is very much about, sometimes it's about making progress very quickly. That's what it can be about. It's always something to do with progress. But in its most basic sense, it's kind of what can you do with what the earth gives you? If you look at the Wands here, they're very basic kind of sticks, kind of logs almost, you might say. It's a very old meaning to call them wands. But then if you think about what a magic wand is, it's dealing with a part of our soul, a part of our psyche, which doesn't actually have a physical side to it at all. So in a sense, even a small magic wand would be as tall as us, or could be as tall as us. It's very out there. It's about what could be. It really is, Aries, okay? But the 7 of Wands here really makes a point that it's not going to be too easy to get Alice's plans off the ground here, because there are other people's plans coming around her as well, and she's having to fight them off, But she is really going to have to make that stand and keep on making that stand in order to actually make the progress of life that she wants to make. So that looks like where we are at the moment, Aries. Let me just shuffle and see if we can get some more meaning for that one. Okay, tell me more about the 7 of Wands, please, for the sign of Aries for June the 10th to the 16th, 2019. Tell me more, please, about the 7 of Wands for Aries. Okay. And we've got the 5 of Pentacles. Now then, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. Now, very particularly with Taurus and Capricorn energy, you have the will to get things done. Capricorn tends to hang on very, very tightly in order to get things done. Taurus, is just very active, has got loads of energy, brings energy to everything. The bull in a china shop analogy doesn't totally apply here. Certainly not in the 5 of Pentacles anyway. It's much more about a journey of the mind. It's a very earthy thing, Taurus energy. But, there is Virgo in there as well. Okay, in the normal, not the normal, what do you call it? The playing cards deck, this would correspond to the suit of diamonds. And diamonds would be in order, really, because it's difficult, very difficult to make it out in this card. It's hardly visible at all, but it does say Queen Alice above the door. I'll bring that in as close as I can. Move it around a bit. You might be able to see the writing at one angle or another. But this is Alice's problem. She is meant to be the queen, and this is meant to be her palace, but for some reason she's out in the cold, and she's got help here. It looks almost as if she's been escorted away by a footman. But, this is a spiritual character, this footman, and he's escorting her away in a particular way that's going to help her and will ultimately allow her to realise her dream, okay? So I'm seeing a lot of not yet in this one, Aries, okay? And that is what's going on, really. So what you're battling here, and what is beginning to feel a little bit hopeless, a little bit as if every time you move, something else is going to come in and knock you down. There's a very strong possibility of success with this, so don't give up. Keep fighting that battle, okay? It's very, very far from easy for Alice as she goes along with this, but it gets her there in the end. It's just part of her journey, and it's part of the journey we don't always expect, if we're aiming for a goal and things are starting to look good, we tend to think, well, we're going in a straight line from here to the goal. Now, the goal can always happen. The goal will happen if we stay on the horse, if we keep trying to make it happen. But it's like a glove puppet. If we take our hands out, it just flops down and it can't do anything. And then we get nowhere. So you've got to keep your hand in the glove puppet, Aries. That's really the thing to do. Keep your hand in that glove puppet. Okay, Right, let's do another card then in the 3-card spread. Let's have the second of the 3-card spread this time for the sign of Aries for June 10th to 16th, 2019. And that saved me a bit of shuffling because one's dropped out. What have we got here? Let's have a look. And it is the Lovers. Da, da, da. So we're into the major arcana. This is major happenings. This is around you, okay? Now, when we get the Lovers, it's number 6. There's a certain amount of completion in there, but it's a magical kind of completion, a kind of completion that leads to further things, if you know what I mean. But certainly a very magic number because we've got the 2 3s there. There are 3 characters in here, and it's number 6. It's kind of doubling the energy of everybody involved in it. The Queen of Hearts, she just never looks happy. I wouldn't read too much into that, okay? But maybe this is you, Aries. Maybe you just reached the point where you just don't really go around looking happy anymore. If that's the case, and it's different strokes for different folks, if it is, smile at someone, okay? Make a YouTube video where you smile all the time, something like that. It's very uplifting, okay? This is really just about changing direction in terms of, hearts and minds, yeah? Rather than a physical direction in life. And this is the middle card of the spread. So as we go on with this battle, okay, which we are going to keep fighting, Aries, because we're going to get there in the end. We have this coming up, and as much as all the magic that I've talked about and everything, what magic is there, friends, that is quite the same thing as love? And that's really what's indicated here. Well, it wouldn't be called the Lovers otherwise, would it? So there's strength coming in a big way here. This is a person, it could be a relationship, it could be a colleague, it could be someone you've never met before, the kindness of strangers, something like this. But this is love coming into your life, love being shown to you, and you're being asked to show out the same love as you go along. I'm not entirely clear about that, guys, so let's shuffle again and say, tell me some more about the Lovers, please. Number 6 for the sign of Aries for the 10th to the 16th of June 2019, and we'll see what we come up with. Okay, tell me some more about the Lovers, please, for the sign of Aries for June the 6th to the 9th, no, the 10th to the 16th, 2019. Okay, I get it mixed up, but they never do. And here we are. Right, now then, quick drink of water if you'll excuse me. That is better. And to give more as a significator to go with the Lovers, number 6 there, we have got number 1, the Magician. So we're in the major arcana again. And I can see a lot of thinking going on here because we've got the sign of Swords. And we appear to have a wand there as well. It looks like a club. In some decks it's called the clubs, but basically it's a wand. So we've got fast-moving energy going on with the wand, and we've also got the sword here, saying there's a lot to think about. But there is only one sword, so that could be the Ace of Swords. It all depends how you interpret it. Okay, they say love changes everything, and that is what's going to make the difference here, Aries. Okay, but when the Magician comes up, we have to believe we are magic. There's an old song by Olivia Newton-John about that. Look it up. We have to believe we are magic. Listen to the words. It's kind of, most of it's true. I couldn't actually understand all the words because it came out in the 1970s when we only had like vinyl on bad vinyl players and cassettes that got stretched. So I'm not totally sure of the words, but we do have to believe we are magic, especially if we're going along with this. And it's not always easy to believe we are magic, guys. And this is where love comes in. This is where you get a new spark, a creative spark, a bit of fire in your heart, if you like. Okay, because the Lovers card there, it's Gemini energy, really. It's a twin thing. Could be a twin flame. Could just be, 2 heads are better than one. But it's either love coming in or someone or something coming in that's going to allow you to love again, Aries. Okay. So we'll move on and ask for the 3rd and final card of the 3-card spread. And we'll do another one after that to get some more significance. Why not? That is what we do, my friends. Oh, tell you what, though. I forgot to point out, look, there's a pentagram here, and that is why we particularly have to believe we are magic. Mr. Caterpillar in the Alice stories is a very interesting character, and we should remember that we are very, very interesting characters, really. There is so much below the surface. So tell me give me, please, the last card for the sign of Aries for June the 10th to the 16th, 2019. Right. 2 have fallen out. Well, I'll tell you what. Okay, right. Let's just do 2 then, because that's what's happened. Right, the one on top here is the Knight of Wands. Now, a fire sign again, Aries, Leo and Sagittarius. And this looks very much like Leo energy here, does it not? Because we've actually got a lion, and he's on horseback, and he's really going to be able to get things done. But at the same time, we somehow have to appeal to his better side. And the best way to do that with the Knight of Wands is massage his ego a little bit. Okay, Wands, it's kind of, again, about making progress, and he can help us make that progress because he's got a fine horse there. We've just got to make him feel okay about himself. So maybe this adds something to the lovers. Maybe there's someone coming around you. And this is what I mean about people getting together and you get more than the sum of the parts. This character can help you. You can help this character too. It's mutually beneficial. Spiritual connections usually are. Okay, and I know some people hearing that will be laughing and thinking about some of the crazy people that they've been introduced to along the spiritual path. But that's what makes it interesting, folks. We're always either getting our karma or getting involved in someone else's karma. Oh, put a shield around yourself and just kind of breathe light. Breathe light in through the crown chakra. Breathe it out into the protective bubble you've visualised around yourself. Send your roots down deep into the earth, Aries, because it's a bumpy ride, right? The second card that came out here is the 2 of Pentacles, and the Hatter has more or less kind of kept control of the Pentacles, but they've flown out of his hand. Now, the 2 of Pentacles in more traditional decks shows a figure of 8 around them, and the character has a fairly tight control of them. He's just kind of balancing a bit. But the Mad Hatter here is really having trouble balancing these pentacles. So this is kind of, it's money, it's spiritual progress as well. It's other things, you know, but really it is that kind of energy which we might associate with the crystal citrine. Okay, we've got citrine colours up here, and the sky is very purple, so there's healing potential. The clouds are slanted, and that's why it's difficult to find balance in this, Aries. It really is. So as we get to the end of that reading, we're finding, and these 2 came up together, we're actually finding a lot of help is possible, but it really is going to be a balancing act. The thing about the 2 of Wands, though, the 2 of Pentacles, though, is that you can win that balancing act, okay? Because if you're really focusing on the Hatter here, these clocks haven't flown away. These pentacles, I'm sorry, haven't flown away. And so I'm going to say the clock hasn't flown away with you either. Looking quite good there. Okay, and so I'm going to actually also say, tell me some more about that. Oh, and another. Not much shuffling to do there because another one's fallen out. It's the Fool. It's the Fool's journey. And right at the very, very end of things there, that's what's happening. It's a new start, Aries. A new start. What more could you wish? Maybe you're kind of battle-worn and weary at the moment because this was the first card in the reading. But all the love that's coming in here is looking good. A lot of spiritual assistance. Remember your magic and then you'll have the energy for this. And although this might seem like a lot of work just when you want to rest, it's extremely positive to be able to start on a new journey. And if you really want to get somewhere and have what you want out of life, Aries, that's the thing to remember. It's always going to be a bit of a journey to get to the next stage. But we will get to the next stage. Okay, folks, well, thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Thumbs up, please, if you've enjoyed it. Please subscribe and tap that bell so you don't miss anything. Hopefully, I'll get to 1,000 subscribers and I can go live from my mobile again. Still looking at ways of trying to get on live from other things, but such a slow connection here. That's my problem, not yours. The bottom line, though, is somehow I'll be around doing more readings. So keep it real, keep it Twig, brother. Thanks again for watching. Peace, goodbye.